Rodrigo, I started at the biggest team on the world with just 24 years old, two-time Champions League champion, and one of the most clutch players when Madrid needed him. But why is he barely talked about? We all know the reality of soccer stars. They play, they perform well, and they earn millions for that. That's why we can't relate with most of them. It is different with Rodrigo. Besides being the fourth guy in Madrid with the most goal contributions and appearing impressively in big moments, he's more often than not led aside by big awards like Ballon d'Or and sometimes by his own teammates. In the 2023-2024 season, he helped leading Madrid for his 15th Champions League title. He was one of the key players and one of the best in Champions League competition, but got snubbed by France football, not being even considered for the top 30 best players in the world. And now, you may be asking, what is all this football thing have relation with people romantic's life? Well, I don't know your life, but I can suppose you already lived some kind of romantic relationship. If that's your case, stay with me now. The dictionary defines romantic relationships like a connection between two people characterized by strong emotional and physical attraction, often involving feelings of love, intimacy, and commitment, with the potential to develop into a long term intimate partnership. In romantic relationships, love and caring for each other is crucial. For a healthy relation, the ones involved must put them as the priority of their lives in order to keep things well. Now, the question I want to give you is, have you ever dated a girl that you loved more than everything, but then things failed because of some cheating happened, or she said that she found someone better, or maybe because you were the only one putting actual efforts for the life of your romance? That is similar with Rodrigo's case. He's one of the best players in the world, and everyone knows he is, originally, a left winger, but he always have to change position to adapt himself because has someone better in his original position. You see, no matter his efforts, he still is not the first option for nothing. Once a time, I dated a girl. She was my first ever girlfriend. I loved her more than I can even describe. We dated for almost 1 year. I was almost dependent for her love and careness. But then, one day, she broke up with me, saying that she never loved me and that it was all a lie. That broke my heart in a way I thought it will never be fixed. Then, after a couple of months, she appeared dating another guy. I felt like the last option in the world. Not even a second, but the last. In that period of time we dated, I felt like I was the only one that cared about us. But I was so deeply in love to see. I think it's the same with Rodrigo. He makes serious efforts for fitting in some game plan of Ancelotti's and he does everything he can to help his team. But he's not even talked about. It's almost like his performances are invisible. After that first girl I mentioned before, some time passed and I got dating again. I started to love that second girl and started to imagine our marriage, but then she cheated on me. I felt like I wasn't deserved of love, like I wasn't sufficient for anybody. But then I realized, like Rodrigo have too, that if you are in a condition that makes you unhappy or that do not evaluate you well, you should change it.